Welcome to episode 17 of SWA, kicking it off tonight. One of two remaining shows before our season-ending pay-per-view. So a lot of good stuff coming up real soon in the SWA. Glad to have you with us in Dallas, Texas, as always, for our weekly show. We're kind of going to jump right into the action tonight with a Golden Trial matchup between Eddie Vortex and Painwrecker. These two sitting in the A division. Block A, whatever you want to call it. See if we can get a little bit better audio on the listener end. As we prepare for Vortex versus Painwrecker, Vortex really needs a win to stay alive here in the Golden Trial tournament. Painwrecker off to a hot start. Took down Kiho Sankari last week. See what he's got in store in this one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Edmond, Oklahoma, weighing in at 205 pounds, Eddie.
The Edmond Olympian kicking us off here tonight against Painwrecker. Painwrecker sits at 5th in the overall power rankings, 8-2. One of the top performers so far. Vortex sits at 1-2 and 24th so far. Last week, we saw Vortex drop a match to DDT. His life in the tournament really on the line here with a loss to Painwrecker. Pretty much seals it at a 0-2 start. But looked good against DDT. The submission specialist racked up yet another submission victory. And a tough task tonight for Eddie against Painwrecker, who's been near unstoppable. 8-2, he has an opportunity here tonight to become just the second SWA competitor with 9 wins, joining Triple G with that feat. If he can get a win over Vortex, Vortex looking to get himself back to 500. 2-2 would be the number there, and keep himself alive in the Golden Trial tournament, which, as a reminder, will result in a chance. A chance at the title at some point in the near future. Eddie needs a win to stay alive. Painwrecker can really control his own fate with a win. If you're doing the math in your head, Painwrecker's got a date with Daniel Drake Thomas next week. So with a win here, DDT and Painwrecker would go head-to-head 2-0. The winner would take home that division. But a win from Eddie Vortex tonight keeps things up in the air. We'll start it with the bell, and we're underway. And Vortex going right to work with the right hand. The striking from Vortex, not the most common thing we'd seen from his offense, but uses it effectively there. And he's going right after Painwrecker. Big spike on the top of the head there. But now Painwrecker trying to get some offense going of his own. Takes Eddie into the corner. Big chop. And he's going to send him across off the turnbuckle and dumps him down. So back and forth already in this one. A little bit of offense from both sides. Now Eddie's going to try his luck in the corner. Nobody home. And Painwrecker with a nice counter into some offense of his own. Positioning Eddie and working on the arm. Taking note from the match against DDT. Could Painwrecker be looking for a submission victory here against Eddie Vortex? Saw how close it was last week. Eddie finally fell to the submission, but before that looked pretty strong, and a big catch there by Painwrecker, catching that kick. Oh, just dumps the gut off the top rope, going for the cover. Has not done enough. That's a 1 count. Eddie easily avoids danger there. Now utilizing the ropes himself is Eddie, and he's got him set up in a dangerous position. Thought we might see the pommel horse. Instead, we got a double drop kick to the back. Precarious position there for Painwrecker. Eddie doesn't go for the kill there. We'll see if that's a problem, but a big cutter from Eddie Vortex. And Painwrecker's down center of the ring. Vortex working the ropes. Oh, and the athleticism on the salt there. But Painwrecker fighting back to his feet. Oh, but it's ducked under. What a kick from Eddie Vortex. Now Eddie working a limb here, going to work on the left leg of Painwrecker, wrenching on the ankle, and a lot of torque applied to the knee there. Eddie's one thing after another, instant offense here, keeping up the pace, but Painwrecker continues to fight back, and that right hand put Eddie all the way down to the mat, and then a big drop kick from Painwrecker lands solidly. Just tossing Eddie across the ring a little bit here. The strength, the size advantage from Painwrecker on display there. Nice counter in the corner by Eddie. Dodges the drop kick and a Hurricane Rana after running the ropes a little bit. Painwrecker crawling to his feet, using the ropes to get himself back up. Oh, and Eddie goes for the kick. Painwrecker ducks underneath it, wisely grabs a hold of the ropes on the way down and sends Eddie to the outside. Tough landing there for Vortex. Painwrecker not about to try to win this one by count out. Gets his man back into the ring and delivers a strong right and another, but Eddie catches the boot there, or the basketball sneaker, I guess. And another cutter from Eddie Vortex, and Painwrecker once again leveled in the center of the ring. Vortex going out to the apron. Willing Painwrecker to his feet, and he goes for a corkscrew crossbody. A lot of impact on the neck and upper chest there of Painwrecker. Eddie hit it pretty clean, and he keeps the offense going. Well, until he doesn't. Now he's just, no pin attempt from Eddie after the offense there. Now he's going to let Painwrecker get back to his feet here. And I'm not sure that is a good decision, but Eddie's making the most of it. Look at the counter there into a power bomb from the former Olympian. And Edmund Eddie setting him up on the ropes, going for the pommel horse, and he hits all of it. And then he's off the top rope. And Painwrecker in a bad position, center of the ring. Eddie's got him right where he wants him. Is this it for Painwrecker? 1-2 and shoulders up. Painwrecker finds a way. Still in this, and Eddie can't believe it. Frankly, neither can I. Got all of the pommel horse. What a chop from Painwrecker. Takes Eddie off of his feet. The Vortex fans can't be happy that this one is still going after the offense Eddie has laid in here. And he's got him set up on the ropes again. And another drop kick to the back of Painwrecker. Eddie, one of the best at using the ropes in his offense here, and he's going for a cover now. Center of the ring, gets another 2 count. Another near fall for Eddie. He's got to keep working here. Painwrecker's got to get something going his way if he wants to get back in this match. It's been a lot of Vortex, but that's a big float over DDT, and I think Eddie's busted open. What an impact on that DDT from Painwrecker. Doesn't take a lot of offense from him, but another cutter. And Eddie has returned the favor, busting open Painwrecker. Now he's up into the high rent district top rope. And a huge senton from Eddie Vortex. But he's not done. He takes Painwrecker back to his feet. Maybe learn from the first failed pinfall, but instead, Painwrecker turning things around. And the kill switch in as he put away Eddie with that one. Painwrecker could have turned it the other way. 1, 2, and 3. Painwrecker comes back out of nowhere, gets the kill switch, and puts Eddie away. A match that looked like Vortex's to win. And Painwrecker finds a way once more, his 9th win. Joining only Triple G with that feat in the SWA. And a sign of sportsmanship between the two. A well-fought match. Cannot believe that Painwrecker came out on top of that one with the way that it was going. And Painwrecker improves to 2-0 in the Golden Trial Tournament. That means he controls his fate. Next week, he will face DDT. The winner of that match will go to 3-0. And they will be crowned the winner of Division A in the Golden Trial Tournament. But Division B still up for grabs. And we've got a Division B matchup coming up here next between Paragon and Sangres. Not only is it a divisional matchup in the Golden Trial Tournament, but it's the official largest discrepancy in the SWA's history between weight. 400 pounds for the super heavyweight Paragon versus the 137 billing of El Sangres. We're talking about 263 pounds of difference between these two. The difference is almost twice the weight of Sangres himself. And Paragon really needs to get himself going here in the tournament. Dropped a match to Captain Tiger Marsh a couple of weeks back. Sits at 0-1 in a similar position to what we saw with Eddie Vortex. Without a win here tonight, Paragon will officially be out of contention for this tournament, but not the case if he gets a win. and certainly not the case for Sangres, who picked up a big win last week against Captain Tiger Marsh to save himself in this tournament. Sangres at 1-1, Marsh at 1-1, Paragon at 0-1. And Eric Draven at 1-0 so far. So a lot of dominoes still to fall in this division. Division B in our GT tournament. And this one's underway, and Sangres going to work right away and not able to take down the giant. Paragon instead sends him onto the ropes, doing his best Eddie Vortex impression, using that mid rope. Sangres with a strong right gets out of that hold from Paragon, but Paragon fighting back. Would expect to see him use his size to his advantage in this match. Sangres has got to be quicker. He's got to avoid the offense and maybe keep the pace up. Right now, he's turned things back to his feet and whipping around the larger frame of Paragon, then sending him down. Nice little takedown by Sangres, and a big jumping back kick takes Paragon off his feet. And another strong kick. This one does not level Paragon, and you see the strength there. He just shoulder tackles Sangres after taking a devastating kick, and then drops Sangres down over the knee, and a senton. Running senton there for Paragon. He's looking for the cover, looking to put this one away. Sangres is out. Going for the little resting headlock here. Another drop kick from Sangres. Once again, can't take Paragon off his feet with it, however, and Paragon using the corner effectively. Just applying all 400 pounds to the left foot onto the chest and stomach of Sangres. How about a replay there in ring? Live action replay, but Sangres now back to his feet. Nicely sweeps the leg to get Paragon down to the mat, and that's where he wants to keep him, negate the size advantage here. Sangres needs to go to work with his feet to even the score here, but Paragon right now looking in control. And just tosses Sangres over the ropes to the outside. He's going to go out and get him himself. Going for a kick of his own. Nice counter and a catch by Sangres, but then nobody home on the kick from Sangres, and back and forth on the outside here. No one able to get in the offense they want, but this one's going to take itself back inside. Another big gut buster over the knee, and another senton. That's a lot of weight down on the cruiserweight. And Paragon is really using the size advantage here tonight, going for another cover. Has he done enough? Not quite. One count and a kick out from Sangres. Once again, going for that headlock. Paragon making sure his opponent can't catch his breath. Big clothesline from Paragon. And once again, it's just a one count, though. The resiliency of Sangres on full display. Needs to get in some offense of his own. And there's a little bit driving down Paragon onto the back of the head and back. Sending Paragon into the corner. Corner has been Paragon's best friend here tonight. Not so much for Sangres, who's just getting once again stomped. Paragon effectively using his weight here tonight, really just laying into Sangres and applying pressure. Oh, but a big counter by Sangres really turns the tides of that one. He goes for a cover. Paragon's got a 1 count there. He's out easily. Big kick from Sangres. Once again, the winner of this match will still have some hope of winning this tournament. The losers, chances all but over. Big kick from Sangres. That's where the bulk of his offense comes from, but he's got a submission locked in. So with the legs tied up, wrenching on the head. Can Paragon get to the ropes or find a way out of this hold? Or will Sangres tap out the big man? No, he will not. Paragon able to get out, but he's got danger lurking as he gets to his feet. Sangres sets him up for the crimson knee, lands it clean, and going right for the cover. Has he done enough to put him away? 1, 2, and 3. Sangres with a crimson knee gets himself a victory, and a much needed one at that. Sangres keeps himself in this tournament with a win there. He now sits at 2-1 and has good odds of being in contention for that title shot. What a win from Sangres. Paragon drops to 0-2 in the tournament. We'll see him next week against Eric Draven, where he has a good chance to play spoiler, as Draven needs a win tonight and a win next week, and he could lock up this tournament. But Captain Tiger Marsh is going to have something to say about that later on tonight, I'm sure. And a big win for Sangres. You know, there was a little bit of back and forth action, but really, this match, you know, wasn't ever in danger, it felt like, for Sangres. Easily able to get out of the pinfall attempts against. Once he landed that crimson knee, Paragon was no more. And a big win for the little guy, overcoming the significant size advantage from Paragon, and a big win for Sangres. We transition out of our tournament matches into some tag team action. We've got SWA teaming up with the Boulder to take on Fuerza Mayor, El Puma, and Domingo Cervantes. It's been a while since we've seen SWA here. The Boulder we last saw at our end of the line pay-per-view in a match against DDT. DDT was the victor in that match. For Fuerza Mayor, it's been a rough go lately. Both of them came up short in the title match at end of the line. Cervantes losing the title to Tomio Yamaguchi. Puma got himself a nice win against the Ace the next week back on weekly shows, but last week Domingo Cervantes had another shot at Tomio Yamaguchi one-on-one, and the champ got the victory over Domingo. We'll see what they've got in the tank here tonight in tag team action, and we'll see what sort of chemistry and teamwork SWA and the Boulder have here. First time working together. You never know what you're going to get with that kind of setup, but for Fuerza Mayor, it hasn't been the best start in the tag team realm. 1-3 in tag team action so far. They'll be looking to get their right foot forward here tonight. Maybe capitalize on a team that doesn't have quite as much experience and get themselves going in the right direction with a win.
his partner from Kona, Hawaii, weighing in at 380 pounds, the superstar.
Tupuola started as one of the best stars in SWA, made it to the tournament finals to crown our inaugural champion. It's been a bit of a downhill run since then. 5-5 in singles action. He sits at 11th in the power rankings, but 4 of those wins did come in the tournament, so it's been quite the downslide since then. SWA 4-6 sits at 27th in the power rankings. It's been a bit of an up and down road for him as well. Not quite as good of a tournament run for SWA, and he's been hit or miss in singles action since then, as the record would show. For Puma, it's 3-3 in singles action. He won the Rumble back at Right to Fight. And of course, 8-2 for Domingo Cervantes. The loss against Yamaguchi last week. But otherwise, stellar in singles action. But these two haven't quite put it together in tag team action just yet. We'll see if they can do so here tonight. Definitely a lot to prove, and a little bit of ring rust to work off, working as a unit here. We'll see what kind of teamwork we got out of them. We'll see what sort of chemistry we have out of SWA and the Boulder. And our first look at some tag team action here tonight. We're going to start with SWA and Puma in the ring. Ref signals for the bell, and we're underway. And SWA going right to work. Puma is going to return the favor with some punches of his own. SWA doing a little early taunting. I don't think it paid off for him. Catches a couple of hands instead. And Puma trying to lay in the offense. Nice kick takes SWA off of his feet already. And a big whiff on the old double axe handle there into a DDT. Nice counter by Puma. Taking down the Island God with the DDT. And kind of just spinning him in circles, going for the dizzy route.
Hey, is this thing on?
It is indeed. Welcome to Tag Team SWA action.
Yeah, apologies for my tardiness, everyone, but it couldn't be helped. Real life gets in the way occasionally, but I'm here now. What did I miss?
Domingo is the active man now. Big kick to SWA. And Fuerza Mayor trying to keep SWA as the active man here. Maybe, we saw this happen to them actually once before. Maybe they're trying to employ the same strategy. Keep SWA in, let the Boulder in, and just wear down one opponent. Make it a little 2-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah, it's an efficient strategy if you can make it work. Especially when you're, like in the case of Fuerza Mayor, when you're eliminating the champ from the match. Now, neither of these guys are the champ, but they're both very good competitors, and I think, never letting Tupuola in the ring is not a bad strategy.
Big headbutt there from SWA, trying to get some offense going for his side. Might be looking to get Boulder involved here, trying to get Cervantes to the corner, but it's not going to happen this time as Domingo fights out of it. Taking the quicker route with the Irish whip to the other corner is Domingo. Now letting SWA hear it, but SWA dives for the tag and does make it. And the Boulder comes in ready to go. Levels Cervantes, but Domingo going right back to work.
With the hammer fist blows and the takedown. What is this, an MMA match?
Slipped one step for Domingo, but he's back in it now. And a trio of elbow drops. Make it 4, make it 5. How about a half dozen of them?
My goodness, he's never going to stop.
8, 9, and 10. A baker's dozen. Going for the cover.
That's good counting.
1, 2, and Boulder's out of it.
Quickly, though, Boulder back on top with a nice reversal there. To get in a little offense of his own, maybe.
Oh.
Look
on
out.
the whip, Domingo Runs headlong into the ref, and the ref taken down. SWA, there was a tag. We'll see if the ref will honor it. He might have caught it the way he was looking up. SWA going for some stomps there.
And be interested to see how SWA and Tubuola rebound from this not so great start.
And SWA not too keen on staying in. Does some stomps and then gets himself back out. Boulder back in here.
Probably not really looking to get 10 elbows on his own noggin. And a reverse power slam. My goodness.
And Domingo right back to his feet, though, and some offensive flatliner.
These guys just going at it now. This is not a feeling out process anymore. We're not throwing punches. We're throwing haymakers.
And it's from one corner to the other.
Tupuola thinking about it here. Does he want the glory himself? Or is he going to bring in his partner?
Boulder having some words for Cervantes. Cervantes tried to get up. Instead, he's right into the waiting grasp of the Boulder. He's looking for that Samoan drop. And he's got him in a good position, going for the cover. Ref down for the count. 1, 2, and Puma breaks it up. SWA wasn't there in time, and a frustrated SWA takes out the ref.
Yeah, the ref's down now. This could get a little brutal.
Cervantes goes off the turnbuckle, and then a standing leg drop from the Boulder.
And a nerve hold applied. Tightening up his whole arm. You can see it's tense there. He can't straighten it.
And for Fuerza Mayor, it's been a long time in the ring now for Domingo.
Yep.
Boulder now looking for a cover. Puma down on the outside, but is able to sneak back in and break up that cover.
Notice SWA didn't even come in to help on that one. That's how quick he was to the pin to break it up.
Some fortunate timing for Puma, who's looking for the tag, and Domingo dives for it. Puma's the active man. It's Boulder and Puma here. Nice kick, takes down Tupuola, but he's right back to his feet with a little short arm clothesline. And Domingo laid out on the outside. Nice counter from Boulder, drapes Puma over the middle rope, applying a lot of weight and pressure to the back of Puma there. It's nothing like our last match's size advantage, but a definite size advantage for the Boulder with another reverse power slam. Puma in a dangerous position. Boulder going for the cover. He's got a 1 count.
No, sir.
Puma is out of it.
It's a good thing, too, because I don't see Cervantes on the apron, so he must be still laid out outside.
Cervantes took a beating big.
As Puma gets dropped on his back there.
Boulder catching his breath a little bit here, taking a chance to recover.
Uh-oh, what's he thinking here?
Now he's taking Puma up. In that cradle position, looking for another Samoan drop. Hits it clean. A lot of impact on the back. Now Boulder going for the cover on Puma this time. Ref's there for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. The Boulder puts away Puma. Gets the win for him and SWA, and Domingo nowhere to be found there on that one. Fuerza Mayor drops yet another match. And a solid debut for SWA and Boulder, getting themselves a win in their first tag team match.
Yeah, that's an interesting result. I mean, on the one hand, Boulder looked fantastic in that match. It feels like he really was the difference maker for his team. But in the opposite corner, you've got the nominal, like, skilled, experienced tag team who seemed to really fail to work together in this match. It's a rough result for the now former champion and his tag team partner.
After starting 4-0 in singles for the Boulder, he's since gone 1-5, and maybe he's found new life here in tag team action. Looked like a much better fit than what we've seen from him lately. And not a bad showing from SWA either, who has struggled as well in singles action. So a big win for SWA and Tupewolo, taking down Fuerza Mayor as we prep for our fourth match of the night. A showdown between some big boys. Benjamin Goldenberg taking on Warren Windham. Coming up next.
This is going to be an interesting one. A couple of different styles here. Both big guys, like you said, but Goldenberg, much more of a powerhouse, strength kind of guy. It's not so much that he's big, so much as it is he's strong and fast and athletic, and he really utilizes his athleticism. But Windham is just big, and he throws his weight around very well. Be an interesting battle because I think either style can translate regardless of size. That's how good these guys are. So I think it'll be interesting to see what can be the difference maker.
Goldenberg makes his typical trek to the ring. We take a look at where these two sit in our current power rankings. Goldenberg 4-4 in singles action, puts himself at 12th on the list. Looking to get back above 500 with a win here tonight. It would be his 5th. For Windham, it's 8-2. He sits at 4th in the rankings. Of course, Painwrecker got a win earlier, getting his 9th victory. Joining Triple G as the only competitors to accomplish that feat thus far in the SWA. Windham has a chance to do the same here. We could have 2 people join that pretty exclusive club here tonight if Windham can take down Goldenberg. Windham, of course, was our inaugural and first SWA World Champion. Defended it brilliantly in the chamber match at SWA Countdown. In recent weeks, we've seen Windham take on Yasuke Bozeman and handle him in the main event following the end of the line pay-per-view. Windham's tag team, however, did not fare so well against Team Sangres back at End of the Line. And prior to that, we had seen one of the rare Windham losses, dropping a match to the Beast, Calvin Abueva, who we'll see later on tonight. Windham's only singles losses have come to Domingo Cervantes when he dropped the belt and to Abueva. We'll see if Goldenberg can make it a 3rd or if Windham will pick up his 9th win here tonight.
And either result feels like a really big one. Something about Warren Windham and his stature within the SWA, no pun intended, of course, because he's a very large man. Him adding another loss feels like a huge moment, but then also him getting yet another win, it puts him right at the top. He's always in the conversation. Big scary opponent for Goldenberg here tonight. I think it'll be interesting to see what he does with it.
Nice start for Goldenberg. Evades the rushing Windham. Drives the point of the elbow into the chest and takes the super heavyweight off of his feet. Now for Windham, after he lost the title, many figured we were headed for a rematch. Sort of found himself in a feud with Sangres for a bit. Might have been heading towards an opportunity at the title until he was taken down by the Beast. It's a Thez press from Goldenberg, laying into Windham a bit there.
And what a match that was against the Beast as well.
For Windham, it's only 2 losses, but the last one just happened at an inopportune time for him. He's really got to make the case once again, even though he is near the top of our power rankings, that he's deserving of another shot, especially now with a new champion. I'm certain that Wyndham would believe that he deserves a shot at Yamaguchi, but I don't know if the SWA universe would agree.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the question, isn't it? I mean, the SWA universe is certainly getting tired of seeing the same guy always competing for the title, right? But he's also that good. What else to tell him? Big strike there from Goldenberg. Getting some offense going, he hopes.
And Benjamin Goldenberg really bringing a lot of momentum and pace to this match. He's been pretty high octane so far, and I think that's a pretty good strategy here. If he could keep up the offense and not give Wyndham time to relax, he might be able to pull something off. And he's got the super heavyweight up in a big power bomb for Benjamin Goldenberg. Now going for the cover. Has he put away Wyndham? No, just a 1 count.
I told you, Goldenberg's thing is his like strength and athleticism, and it translates regardless of size. He's strong enough to pick up that man. That's incredible.
When he's taking him up again, this time he's looking for the tombstone pile driver, and he hits it clean. Wyndham in trouble here. He survived the power bomb, but also survives the pile driver. Gets the shoulder up at 2.
It's incredible stuff by Wyndham here. I mean, he was spiked clean on his head. That's not good, but he's still fighting. He's hanging on here.
Power bomb nearly right into that tombstone pile driver. Wyndham stays alive somehow. Goldenberg can't be too happy about that, but you know he's staying on the offensive now,
which is smart. Yep.
Trying to get back to his feet after the counter by Wyndham, but Wyndham has other thoughts. Tosses him across the ring.
Oh. Feel that in the morning. Wyndham really letting it out here. He seems frustrated, which I guess I could understand at this point in the match.
A strong boot and then a big right-handed backhanded chop. Goldenberg's out of that pinfall attempt at 1. Kicked out easily. It's going to take more than that to put away Goldenberg here, and he's still looking to put away Wyndham and not take too long on this match. He's going for another pinfall here, and he's using the ropes to his advantage, but Wyndham, the strength of Warren there, he just tosses him off easily.
Yeah, not enough from Goldenberg there. We need to see more.
The counter into the corner now. Wyndham laying in some hands, but Goldenberg with a nice counter. These two are just trading off the turnbuckle. But Wyndham has dumped Goldenberg out of the corner, and he's up on the middle rope. What a splash from the super heavyweight. A lot of impact on Goldenberg, and he's not going for the cover. He's looking for more offense, and he's got Goldenberg up for the sheer drop. Returning the favor, dumped on the head there, and Goldenberg's out immediately.
Wow, what resilience from Goldenberg. That's incredible. He took all of that in a row and then just popped up like it was nothing. This guy can't fight.
Couldn't even get down to get a count started. Goldenberg.
But Wyndham continues to go to work on him. And the diving headbutt.
A strong one that looks to have busted Goldenberg open. No doubt weakened by the sheer drop that he took just moments before. Can Goldenberg continue to hang on? Or are we seeing the beginning of the end here? Wyndham's returning the favor on the ropes, and he almost gets it. 2 count. Goldenberg gets out of it.
A taste of his own medicine there. Goldenberg getting pinned the same dirty way. Oh, man.
Looks like Goldenberg was about to take advantage, and Wyndham with a great counter and a nice elbow drop.
A lot of weight crashing down on you every time. It's an easy way to get worn down in a match like this. Also, getting chucked around like that'll do it.
Goldenberg really struggling now. Wyndham has finally laid in the offense, and it has clearly taken its toll. He's taken up Goldenberg once more. How about a second sheer drop, this time center of the ring, right for the cover. Ref's down for the count this time. 1, 2, and 3. Warren Wyndham comes back from a real dangerous situation he found himself in. Looked like it was going to be all Goldenberg, and the turnaround happened fast, and it happened deadly. Warren Windham gets his 9th victory in SWA, taking down Benjamin Goldenberg.
What a performance there from Windham and Goldenberg, honestly. They both really came to play. Windham withstood a heavy barrage of offense. Speaking of offense, it looks like
and Windham is
former champ is not quite
gotten
done
a
here.
Steel chair, and he's going to work on Goldenberg, threatens the ref. And Windham, I don't think he was too happy about the offense he took before that match ended. Not that Goldenberg could be blamed, but what a violent attack after the match by Warren Windham.
I don't know, maybe something in him snapped, but yeah, what a burst there.
Insanity in the post-match there from Warren Windham, just losing it, using that steel chair on Benjamin Goldenberg after he had already won the match. Not what you like to see out of this competition, but next up we've got a Golden Trial tournament match between the Crow, Eric Draven, and Captain Tiger Marsh, and some serious implications for that division on the line. As we saw earlier, with the takedown of Eddie Vortex by Painwrecker, Division A comes down to a matchup next week between Painwrecker and DDT, the winner of which will win that division. It is not so cut and dry for Division B so far. As
that could all change here.
We have a lot on the line here. Draven stands at 1-0. Captain Tiger Marsh at 1-1. A win from Draven, and he controls his destiny. Next week, gets himself a win, takes home the division, and will face off with the winner of Painwrecker and DDT to see who wins the entire tournament. But with a loss here tonight, Draven drops to 1-1. Marsh improves to 2-1 and puts himself in contention, much of which will come down to the match next week between Eric Draven and Paragon. Now, as we saw Songgrace win earlier, Songgrace sits at 2-1 as well. The only way we see a clear winner in Division B is if Eric Draven runs the table, and he's got to get a win here tonight if he's going to do that.
High stakes in this match, and it's only his second one. You know, there's still people in the group to fight, but this could change it all for him right here.
Gives him a chance to control his own destiny, and there's not a much better place to be in a tournament like this.
There's a lot of unpredictability, but if you hold some of the cards, yeah.
Certainly the position you want to be in, and we'll see if he can earn that tonight. But Captain Tiger Marsh, after a surprising loss last week to Songgrace, he's going to be ready to go here tonight, looking to move up to 2-1, which would move him into a tie with Songgrace for the lead of this round-robin division, which would put us in a truly unique situation. If Marsh gets a win, Draven drops to 1-1, and with a win next week, he could also end up at 2-1, and we could have a three-way tie for Division B. Or, if Marsh wins and Draven loses next week as well, Marsh and Songgrace find themselves in a tie. The only way we get that clear winner once again is with a Draven win tonight and then running the table with a win next week. But a really competitive match should be expected here tonight between these two. Captain Tiger Marsh is 8-4 in the SWA, sits at 7th in the power rankings, one of the top contenders in this tournament. For Draven, he's been on a bit of a run since the last pay-per-view, 4-3 now in singles action, and he's won 3 singles matches in a row, looking to make it 4 here tonight.
And what a fourth win it would be to help control his own fate in this tournament. But right now he just wants to get some offense in.
And just walking on the hands to set up the attack there.
Some great athleticism on display, some agility.
Athleticism and creativity from Eric Draven, but there's not much creativity needed there from Marsh as he just lifts Draven up and tosses him across the ring.
Yeah, but if it isn't broke, you know. Going to work on the arms a little bit, it seems like, for Draven. That's an interesting choice. Some leg targeting as well. What's he thinking? Is he trying to set up a submission here?
Would be our first submission tonight. If so, but he power bombs Marsh to the outside. What an impact on a much more rough and tough surface on the outside of the ring. And now this one's back inside.
Draven looking like he's getting the ball rolling here a bit. Got some momentum. Got the crowd on his side. Got Marsh running away.
The corner doesn't work out for Marsh. It is yet to work out for anyone not named Paragon tonight, although it didn't result in a win from Paragon. A little eye poke there from the Crow.
Little Larry Moe and Curly action in the ring tonight.
Some Captain Insano from Draven. Just pulling out a little old school action there.
And a quick kick there to interrupt Tiger Marsh's offense.
And a strong DDT from the Crow. A lot of impact on the head of Marsh. We've seen some effective DDT work here tonight.
Some effective drop kick work there too, as we see, again, going for the legs. Really working the whole body over tonight.
He's got Marsh in a pretty good position, and he hits it. The black leather mass, clean connection with Captain Tiger Marsh, but he gets the shoulder up. It's only a 2 count.
Tiger Marsh is a very resilient guy. That doesn't surprise me one bit. He's here to fight. He's here to win. He's here to play spoiler to Eric Draven's dream of running the table.
And the Crow thought he had put him away there. Not quite for the captain. And a nice counter by Draven, catches the boot.
Rolling him over, and what's he thinking here? Dragging him to the middle, I guess. Get him away from the ropes. That's smart.
The second usage of the dizzy strategy we've seen tonight. Now he's going for the cover on the ropes, but it's a 2 count. Marsh gets out. We've seen a lot of people go for that tonight. It has not worked out for them. But the well must not be dry yet because people still going for it, and the left shoulder hard off the post for the Crow.
Oh, man.
He's got some fighting spirit left in him. He's going right back at Marsh, who's going right back at him, and they're back and forth. Center of the ring, you can see the toll some of this is taken on Draven as he drops to a knee there to compose himself.
Didn't have long, though, as he's getting in some more offense here and looking to get back in control of this match, really wear down Tiger Marsh some more.
Corner was not effective for Draven. We'll see if Marsh can make use of it. No, not yet.
And a heavy chop across the chest.
And looking for a cover after it. He's got 1, 2, and Marsh gets the leg up. That one was close.
It really was. I would have been impressed if he won off a chop, especially on top of that military vest.
Oh, and a spear from Draven levels the captain. But he's bringing Marsh back to his feet.
He's not done yet. What's he thinking
No time
here?
wasted for the Crow. Foregoing the pinfall attempt, now dragging Marsh to the center of the ring. Rolls him over, looking for the cover. Refs down to make the count. 1, 2, and no! Marsh is out at about
2.5.
2.5, 2 3/4. dangerously
takedown
close
there
for
from
Marsh, but Marsh back to his feet and trying to pump himself up.
He's got to be running on pure adrenaline right now. You need to just ride that wave because that was about as close to a loss as he could have been.
And he hangs Draven up in the Tree of Woe position.
Dangerous what
area.
Is he thinking?
But Marsh is going much further away.
Oh, my
Surely
goodness.
He's not going to... Marsh all the way across.
Oh. Connects on the face with the coast to coast.
But how much
my
damage
goodness.
did it do to himself as well? The impact on the back there. But he's looking to capitalize. Draven down, center of the ring. 1, 2, and no. Shoulders up.
An incredible response by Eric Draven. That was truly some crazy offense that he took, and he found a way to kick out when I think we all thought he was done for. Speaking of kicking out,
Draven somehow finds a way out of certain danger. He continues to evade his death in this match.
atomic drop. A little extra something in the giblets. Kicked him in the taint.
And another spear.
Oh, man. Draven is feeling himself right now. He's on a roll. He's not done yet. Uh-oh. That's bad news.
But yet another counter.
Oh, no. And he completely whiffs with the elbow.
And once again, the corner has not been a friend to Eric Draven. It's been working a little bit better for Marsh now as he goes coast to coast from corner to corner for a little clothesline action. Going for the cover on Draven. 1-2, and Draven's out of 2. It was closer than expected there. Oh!
And out of nowhere, a black leather mask.
Draven connects with a second. Marsh never saw it coming. I never saw it coming. Ref down for the count on the cover, and Marsh is out at 2. Draven cannot believe it.
That's just incredible. I don't know what to say. 2 of those? You really think he would be done? My goodness. But he's not only alive, he's kicking.
Kicking and stomping. Marsh trying to get things going his way. Turn the tides here a little bit. Looking for a cover now on the Crow. He's got 2. Draven's out relatively easy.
And if I'm Tiger Marsh here, I don't think oh goodness, I don't think I can see straight anymore. That's what I'll say about that. I think Marsh has just got to lay on the offense really thick here. He's tired, you can tell. I get just trying to pin him, but you just need to really beat him down and end this if you want to end this. Feels like the longer he goes, the more chances Eric Draven has to turn this around on him yet again because he refuses to go down.
And just tossing the Crow across the ring is Marsh, but these two, neither one of them wants to give up, and what a kick from Draven to the kneeling Marsh. He brings him right to his feet, and another spear.
Three spears
delivered here so far.
And two black leather masses to boot. I mean, my goodness. What a battle this has been. Both men knowing the stakes here in the Golden Trial Tournament. Both men refusing to give in.
Oh.
What an enziguri out of nowhere from Judas Graves. Or Eric Draven even.
Draven continues to use his feet and legs effectively. The corner, not so much. And he could be setting up Marsh for a third. Yes, he is. Laid out center of the ring. That's got to be it. Black leather mask. 1, 2, and 3. The Crow has finally put away Captain Tiger Marsh. What a win for Eric Draven.
Third time's the charm. Apparently, it takes 3 spears and 3 black leather masses to put him away. But in this battle of black leather versus camo cotton sport fabric, the black leather has come out on top tonight.
And what a win for Draven. And Draven's not done with Marsh. Marsh trying to get out of dodge, and Draven bashes his head off of the apron.
Oh my! It's already busted open. That's an open
sends
wound.
him into the steel steps.
Oh my goodness! What a brutal beating.
Eric Draven, the win wasn't enough. A little extracurricular activity there, joining the likes of Warren Wyndham with the attack on Marsh. Really a sour ending to what was otherwise a great match. From both Draven and Marsh. And as we mentioned, Draven now controls his own destiny at 2-0. If you can't do the math of figuring out who is left, next week he will face Paragon, who has struggled and sits at 0-2. It should be, if you're going purely based on record, a winnable match for Eric Draven. If he wins, he becomes the sole winner of the Division B breakdown in our Golden Trial Tournament. So an important win there for Eric Draven. If you are a Sangre's fan, you are pulling for Paragon and forcing a tie between Sangre's and Draven. Whereas Division A will come down to whoever wins the matchup between Painwrecker and DDT. That will be 1-on-1 to see who wins that division. One of them will finish 3-0.
Incredible results already in this Golden Trial Tournament. We're really seeing a lot of wrestlers step up their game in pursuit of the title, and it's really great to see.
And the run that Eric Draven has been on now, I believe 4 straight singles wins in a row. It's the kind of turnaround you can see and then really make yourself a climb to the top. We've talked about it before that, you know, your position in the power rankings is it fluctuates. Draven found himself at the bottom recently and is now climbing back up to the top. And speaking of being at the top, we've got a top of the card matchup for sure here tonight. It's the 8th ranked Calvin Abueva, the Beast, 7-3 in singles action. He's had some of the highest highs and some of the lowest lows as well. And someone who knows about the lowest of lows, his opponent here tonight, Triple G. Triple G sits at 2nd in the power rankings, 9-3. He's been one of the most consistent SWA superstars, but since he lost his title opportunity to Domingo Cervantes, something has snapped inside of him, and he has been a much different competitor on a warpath through everyone he has faced thus far.
Yeah, it's a path to make everyone sad like he is. He's started calling himself Grieving Garrison Gray, and he's out to make everyone else grieve as well. It's been kind of terrifying to see.
Since his title opportunity lost at Right to Fight, we've seen him dismantle Flynn Turner Simmons. We've seen him recover from a sledgehammer attack by the Ace to take down the Ace at End of the Line. And this is the first time we've seen him since our last pay-per-view. And he's got one of the toughest opponents he's had thus far in the Beast.
And cue the theatrics for the saddest man in the SWA here.
Gone.
He makes us haul this organ from town to town. It's really difficult.
And gone are his bright, vibrant turquoise robes replaced with the black and the gray. He's really, for his standards, let himself go. The beard coming in full, not even well trimmed or manicured. He has kept up his oil budget, however. And frankly, he's been a more terrifying opponent since the change. He's looked nearly unstoppable. We'll see what the Beast has to say about that tonight.
We will indeed, and I think this is an interesting matchup because a couple of guys who, back a couple pay-per-views ago looked completely unstoppable, and both guys who have had a bit of a reckoning since then. So who's the one to turn it around? Who's the one to get that next step back toward the top?
We've seen Warren Windham and Painwrecker join Triple G as the only 3 competitors with 9 singles victories. It is no surprise then that Triple G competes tonight to become the first SWA wrestler with a 10th individual win, looking to be the first to double digits. The Beast, of course, would love to put a stop to that.
Nice.
Nice.
And a surprising drop toe hold there by the Beast. That's good athleticism for a guy his size.
Counters after a nice counter and then dumps all of the weight on the back of the head of Triple G as he slides to the outside. But Triple G fighting back still. Another nice counter by the Beast. Dumps Gray off the top rope.
Few stiff shots, but the Beast stays standing. Gray's going to have to really go to work on him here.
And a trio of elbows does just that, holding him in place, making sure he can't get away. Oh, and then lowers the shoulder, sends Abueva catapulting to the outside and off the barrier from the apron.
It's a good way to break a rib. That's a long way he was flying.
Gets him back inside, and he's looking to put him away. Ref taking his time for the count. He's going to get a 1 count for his effort. Might have got 2 if the count had started sooner. Triple G works around, gets a nice suplex in on the Beast, and he's looking for another cover. Gray is not looking to stay in this one very long. Gets a 2 count there.
He seems to have moved from grief to anger in his process of mourning because he's got a fury about him right now.
An economy of offense here. Triple G going for the 1 move, then a pinfall attempt, looking to use no more time than he has to. Nice counter from Triple G, and once again, lays the knee in, then goes for the cover, gets a 1 count. I think he's going to have to put a little bit more in against this level of opposition.
Certainly seems that way because he's his strikes, though they are good, are not enough, and neither is going to be a face full of turnbuckle.
And the Beast finds Triple G wanting, and he goes for the Beast Bomb, but Triple G's fighting out of it. Punches
That's
his
a huge
way
reversal
out.
there.
A huge reversal indeed. The Abueva still trying to capitalize, though. Dumps Triple G off the top ropes. And now the Beast looking for a cover. He's got 2. Triple G's out. Kicks out, but avoids certain disaster with that Beast Bomb. It's put away a number of his opposition so far. Triple G with a nice kick. Takes Abueva off of his feet.
Yeah, and that Beast Bomb, not only has it taken down a lot of opponents, and we've seen that, he hits it out of nowhere like that. And wow.
Looking for the cover is Triple G. Gets a 2 count, shoulder up for Abueva. A more reasonable pin attempt there from Triple G.
But it was still not enough. We need to see more.
Not enough.
And indeed, he looks like he's going to give us some here.
Oh.
Another cutter.
How about another? Second time's a charm, perhaps? No, Abueva's out without a count.
And Gray is looking furious right now.
And he's looking for a third, and he hits it. 1, 2, and 3. Repositioning Abueva, going for the cover once more. Is the third time a charm? Yes, it is.
Echoes of the last match here. Having to hit 3 signature moves like that to take down your opponent. The 3 Gs, you might say, but what a performance from Garrison Gray here tonight.
Once again, not too much trouble for Gray, but it does take the full tank to put down the beast, but he was willing to oblige. 3 of them in a row. Takes down Abueva.
Here is your winner.
Gray, I think, rightfully hyped up for that win. That was an important win. That was a big win. Really re-cements his status as a top tier guy yet again, leading in wins. He's the first one to double digits. That's a historic win for Gray.
First competitor to double-digit victories indeed, as you mentioned, and a big win for Triple G. Cements himself continuing on in second place in the standings. Hard to say that he'll jump the champ, but with a win there, really making a case for himself to have another title shot at some point in the future. But first off, we've got our main event of the night. The tag champions in action. Jamie and Noah Quinn. The first time we've seen them since their title defense at End of the Line, where they dispatched of Unhinged for the second time. Tonight they'll face off against AJ Bauer and Corey Wolfhart, a pair that have had some success in the tag division and have also struggled at times, but have the potential when they put it together to come together into a pretty nice form, and they'll be looking to take down the champs here tonight, Jamie and Noah. The Quinns, of course, are 8-1 as an entire unit, but I think everyone is in agreement that the real pairing is Jamie and Noah, who are 5-0, undefeated in the SWA. And though it is the tag division and they both have competed in singles, tag division aside, they're the only 2 competitors that remain undefeated. 5-0 in their field. No one yet remains undefeated in singles action who has had more than one match. And we'll see if they can keep it going against Bauer and Wolfhart.
Yeah, it on paper I think is an easy victory for the Quinns, who are just on another level right now. It's difficult to even comprehend how well they're going, but at the same time, these guys right here, a couple of dudes who love them some pink, they've played spoiler to other tag teams. You know, they don't have an exemplary record, but they've got wins when it counts, and they could play spoiler here tonight too and maybe come away as the tag champs.
If you're looking to vault yourself up in the rankings, up into the SWA world, a win against Jamie and Noah Quinn would be the way to do it.
And his partner from Florida, weighing in at 255 pounds, Corey.
Despite working together a few times already, these two still make the choice to come to the ring separately. See if that bodes poorly for their teamwork here tonight. We know the chemistry is there for the Quinn brothers. You never know what you're going to get from Balor and Wolfhart. They're a team that can mess around and win this thing if they put it together at the same time and get on the same page.
And Balor down there hopping around looking like he's ready to go. He's staying loose. I think, if nothing else, I think we'll see these guys bring the fire tonight. I think they know that this is an important opportunity for them, and they don't want to screw it up.
First time in the main event of a card for either of them. Being in the spotlight, not as uncommon for the two making their way to the ring now.
Indeed.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, the champions, James Quinn and Noah Quinn.
Quinn's looking ready to go tonight. Got a confidence about them as they swagger to the ring in their belts, looking like the champs that they are.
And it's hard to argue with it in this type of competition. They've yet to be beat. At a certain point, it starts to feel like a foregone conclusion, though that is also the time when you perhaps put yourself at the most danger. If you are overconfident, but I don't think these two look past any opponent. I think they're ready to go against this specific pairing here tonight. I think they'll bring the full arsenal. And I'm calling it now. I expect a Quinn brothers win and an improvement to 6-0 between these two here tonight.
That's an entirely reasonable call. I think you're probably right, but some part of my heart would love to see the challengers take away a victory here tonight.
Balor really trying to work the left arm of Jamie Quinn. It's usually Quinn that we see with the focus. So we've seen Jamie rack up a few submission victories.
Oh, and a butterfly backbreaker there. And then just a big body slam to follow it up.
Nice counter by Balor to get back to his feet, though it looked like it was about to be all Jamie Quinn. Balor turning things around a little bit. Maneuvering Jamie to his half of the ring and tagging in his teammate. Some good chemistry there from Balor and Wolfhart. And a proper tag mindset, cutting the ring in half, getting the active man in that has the freshest legs. But Jamie is doing pretty well against Corey ever since Wolfhart came in, and a big neck breaker for Jamie Quinn.
Seeing some technical skill on display there by Jamie Quinn, and that's an important skill that he brings to the table. He's very technical, he's very precise, and he's really quick about it too.
And we see the quick counter by the Quins as Noah is tagged in. Tries
Back
to take
and forth we
advantage.
go.
Nice move there by Wolfhart to push the drop kick away. And he's going to go tag in Balor. And early on, we look like we're definitely going to see more tags made than we saw earlier tonight in the matchup between Sevilla and the Boulder and Fuerza Mayor. Both squads looking to keep things fresh here tonight. Big offense from
Falcon
Noah
arrow.
Quinn.
Dragging him over to the corner. That's smart work right there.
And then Quinn makes the tag, and Jamie's back in.
Stiff jawbreaker, and now Jamie's in the corner. What's Balor looking for here? Salt off the second rope. What leaping ability. He went a long distance on that as well.
Some solid high flying from Balor. Not fully able to capitalize, and now Jamie sends him to hit the Quinn corner. Balor with a nice counter and sends Noah Quinn off the apron.
Big Hurricane Rana there.
And Balor looking in control right now. Trying to capitalize, but Jamie Quinn finds a way out of the corner.
Yeah, nobody puts Jamie in a corner.
Ooh, and Balor
but
sends
here
him
he
up
is
off
on
the
the second
ropes.
rope.
And the Tiger feint kick lands clean. Now Balor's going to the top rope.
Looking for a frog splash here, maybe.
Oh!
Or, the
Nobody
Phoenix splash
home.
does not connect.
Such an impact on the back. It could have been devastating for Jamie Quinn. Instead, it's flat on the mat for AJ Balor. And a lot of impact
Brainbuster.
on the head there with that brainbuster. Now Jamie Quinn. See what else he has in store. Big elbow drop there on Balor. A nice counter by Balor. Flips over the arm. Nice kick takedown. And a strong right leg from Balor, but Jamie makes the crawl and the tag for Noah. Now Noah the active man, and he's delivering some kicks to AJ Balor.
Flurry of offense there by Noah, and that was some great work by Jamie. He knew he was in trouble, and he immediately ran to tag his brother. Good work. Uh-oh.
Oh, and a hammerlock DDT for Noah Quinn. He's going for the cover, but Balor's out almost immediately.
Chases Wolfhard off, too.
Noah takes offense, to Corey Wolfhard coming in.
Couple of dropkick whiffs there, but
Stereo dropkick whiffs. And Balor's the one that ends up on his feet in the aftermath.
you want to work on the arms here quite a bit. I don't know what he's setting up with that, but it's an investment that will pay off later. Goes to work on the shoulder as well, that trap area.
AJ Balor now has been in for a while for that side. Now he's going for the cover. He's just going to get a 1 count on Noah Quinn.
It's not going to be enough.
And just as I mentioned it, he makes the tag. Corey Wolfhard now the active man. Wolfhard taking some time for a taunt, and Noah Quinn is taking some time to wrestle and take advantage.
Knee right to the jaw. That's bad news, as is this. Going for a stretch here.
Oh. He's got Wolfhard locked up. Will Wolfhard quit? No, he won't. He finds a way out. Slips free of the hold. And then clotheslines Noah Quinn into the corner. Going for the cover now. He's got barely a 2 count. Noah Quinn's kicked out. Oh, and a spear from Wolfhard. Levels Noah Quinn.
This is looking dangerous from Wolfhard all of a sudden here after taking his lickings.
Quinn catches the leg there, saves himself from catching a boot.
And a snap suplex. Maybe I spoke too soon on Wolfhart's behalf. It looks like he's in trouble yet again.
He wraps him up for another hammerlock DDT. The ref is sending Balor back to the apron, and Noah's going for the cover. Can he capitalize? 1, 2, and 3. Yes, he can. Wolfhart is pinned by Noah Quinn after a second hammerlock DDT, and the Quinn brothers finish off. Balor and Wolfhart improve to 6-0 as a pairing, 9-1 as a family, and retain their tag titles here tonight.
That was good work by the Quinns. I don't know if you noticed there at the end, but AJ Balor did kind of step into the ring while Noah was executing that second hammerlock DDT, and I think his goal was to distract the ref from counting the pin, but he actually went a little too early, and it ended up sparing nobody because he was entirely out of the ring by the time the pin commenced.
Not able to help his partner out at all, and Jamie and Noah continue their devastating run through the tag division. Nobody is safe from the SWA Tag Team Champions, closing out our night tonight with another win, 6-0 for these two as a pairing, and have defended the belts a couple of times now. That concludes this week's show, episode 17. Episode 18 coming up next week, and some serious implications on the Golden Trial Tournament are in store. We know for sure that we will see Painwrecker versus DDT in a match that will determine the winner of Division A in the Golden Trial Tournament. We also know that we will see Eric Draven versus Paragon. And if Draven takes down Paragon, he will win Division B clean, 3-0. If Draven loses, if Paragon plays spoiler and gets a win there, Draven will finish 2-1 in a tie with Sangres. Eddie Vortex will also face Kiho Sankari to finish off their matchups from the A division. Someone will leave that match with a win in this tournament. Someone will finish 0-3. We will have 4 other matches on the card that are yet to be announced. We hope you will join us next week, and thanks for joining us tonight. That'll be our last regular weekly show before our final pay-per-view of the season. An important reminder, if you're catching up or if you're watching now is the time to catch up on your updates or to join in on the SWA before the season ends. During our first season, you may catch up, back claim, get yourself completely up to date before the season ends. Once the season has rolled over, that will no longer be the case. Now's the time to get in. So if you haven't, don't waste any more time. We will see you next week. Thanks for coming out, and have a great weekend.